Hello everybody and welcome to my very first video for my new YouTube channel. This is Tempest Gaming and we are watching Dota 2 Beta. This is a recording from the live stream of MaNia, best known for, being a player in MYM. His main roles being sort of initiator, ganker. Plays heroes like you can see Earthshaker. He plays heroes like Quick Solace, Sand King,
Radiant structures are fortified.
and well,
10
he
seconds
makes
remaining.
interesting games because he's always there to
5
initiate,
seconds remaining.
because that's just how he plays. And he's actually gonna random this time, and he gets Tidehunter. Tidehunter being a very good example of a initiator. Very powerful tools for entering a fight. Ultimate Ravage is so powerful. AoE stun, that's pretty much unavoidable if he sets it up right. Gush, very powerful. Deals damage, slows and reduces armor. Very great tool for initiating a gank, and it's just so powerful in early game and remains powerful late game. And it stacks up with his last attack with skill, which is Anchor Smash, and that's not his last, it's next to last. Anchor Smash being an AoE physical damage nuke that gets amplified because of Gush's armor reduction. Very powerful indeed. This last skill being, I'm blanking on the skill name at the moment. It's something shell. It gives him the ability to reduce incoming damage from incoming attack damage, and it's very powerful because he can tank out a creep wave without taking any damage at all once that skill is maxed out. On top of that, depending every time he takes a set amount of damage, I believe it's, I'm not gonna guess, I'm totally blanking on it. Every time he takes a set amount of damage, it's a couple of hundreds, he instantly clears himself of all negative debuffs, and that's a very powerful skill. It can help him get out of a sticky situation. For example, he's stuck by a slow and he's about to die, but it automatically grabs him out of there. Meanwhile, he's trying to set up a ward. He's placing it on the bush there, which is an invalid target location apparently. Now, what he's doing here, he's playing the support role. He's trying to let Storm farm. Meanwhile, Shaker actually going a bit of a Senate. Gush comes in. Shaker going low HP. They might actually get a kill here. Fisher blocks Storm Spirit off. Tidehunter cannot chase, but his Gush will come back, but he has no mana, so he stops chasing. That's a powerful initiation there. Earthshaker already on low HP has to go back to base or has to flask up, which he just did. Flask is an item that over 10 seconds heals you for 400 HP but gets dispelled if you attack. So when you use it, you have to get back out of the fight, wait for the duration to end. Which is, it's a very good healing item, consumable in early game, because you can just get your HP back to near full within only 10 seconds. Earthshaker meanwhile fighting with Tidehunter. Storm coming in, but Gush goes on, but Storm is not going in for another nuke. He is level... Come on, show me a level. I believe, yeah, he's level 2, which is kind of weird why he did not level up Electric Vortex, which is sort of a stun disable. He has a pretty short range. He walks up to full, well, he has to cast it on a low distance, pulls the guy towards him over a certain period of time, disabling the target as well as slowing his own movement speed drastically. It's very powerful because at last level it can last 2.5 seconds. Gush comes in, arrow actually hits Tidehunter, so he cannot start chasing. Storm Spirit cannot get in range, Earthshaker's safe. They turn around for Mirana. Overload pops from the static random. That's also why he doesn't have Electric Vortex yet. Tidehunter, meanwhile, still going for it. Has pretty low HP. He has no mana. I don't really understand what he can do. Meanwhile, mid, Lich managed to kill Crystal Maiden on the Radiant team. It probably got ganked by whoever's mid as well. And Tidehunter Mule just keeps going for it. Has no mana. Arrow comes in. Nice dodge there from MaNia. And this is really an action-packed early game. But still no kills at this location. Meanwhile, I see Earthshaker going mid. I see 2 dots on a minimap. 3 dots. Radiant has to pull back. And actually, Shadow Shaman, aka Rasta in Dota 1, manages to kill Spectre. Spectre actually being the hard carry for the Radiant. That's not good. Early Spectre should not die early. Meanwhile, Earthshaker going back to the bottom lane. Actually, maybe he's not going back to the bot lane. MaNia, meanwhile, pinging for Crystal Maiden to go gank Earthshaker, and he fishers but locks Tidehunter the wrong way. Now he tries to run up, lands into Crystal Maiden, and he has no chance. It's very unlucky that Fisher pushed Tidehunter over instead of blocking him off. Essentially, he killed himself. He could not go. He couldn't go anywhere, basically. If he had locked him off, he would have been fine. Meanwhile, Rasta is checking for a rune. Observer Ward goes up on the ramp, giving clear vision on the other side of the river, as well as the rune spots. Very good rune. It's a very good ward rotation. Because it gives you vision, allows for good initiation, so you always know who's coming, and you can check the rune that easily. Meanwhile, Weaver getting harassed by Windrunner pretty good, which is essentially what I want. Weaver being the carry on the Dire team really needs to get pulled down. Windrunner, now, a good gush combined with a power shot will kill Weaver off now, so they're gonna try and wait it out just for the right time. Windrunner meanwhile farming without any problem. Weaver cannot go near, and a power shot actually goes off and completely misses. That's not what they want, and now they lag their damage. The gush alone will not kill.
Forward.
Tidehunter still waiting for the gank. It's not nothing wrong with waiting there, mainly because both Earthshaker and Weaver are not getting any last hits while Windrunner is. And actually Earthshaker now finds does not manage to block with the Fisher. Gush, will the Gush come? No Gush? That's kind of a weird choice there. His full mana could have probably killed him since he's at 70%. Gush combined with a good power shot would have killed him.
To battle.
Tidehunter actually scaling up his passive first 1 level. Probably gonna stick to 1 level because the effect that I talked about where he gets debuffs removed. Meanwhile, Earthshaker, Fisher on Windrunner. Windrunner has to run away. He does. Gush comes on the Earthshaker. They might be able to kill, and they actually kill, but Weaver does pick. Actually, Earthshaker picks up the kill on Windrunner, and Weaver will finish off Tidehunter. There's no way he can get away. Double attack comes in, and he kills. Not what I wanted. Weaver getting an assist as well as a kill. That's not what I wanted to happen. Earthshaker, while still being killed, it's not really worth trading 1 kill in on your Tidehunter and 1 assist on your Windrunner compared to having a fed Weaver on the other team. On the other hand, if you look at the hard carries in the team, well, I would not consider Weaver a hard carry, but still, the only carry on the opposing team. Apart from Mirana, but Mirana is really not a, it's really more of a semi-carry. Spectre will win. Meanwhile, Earthshaker kills Crystal Maiden at the middle, probably with support of Lich and Rasta. Shadow Shaman, I should say. Gush goes in. Actually, no shadows prevent him from gushing. That's really... They should have waited it out there. Actually, Storm, I think I saw level 6. Don't know why he did not initiate with his ultimate. His ultimate being Ball Lightning. Meanwhile, Tide trying to pull his creep. Earthshaker not really going in. That's probably better as well. So, while I have some time... So, Ball Lightning allows you to travel a certain distance, become invulnerable while Ball Lightning, and gank setting up by the Radiant team. MaNia gets gushed, followed in by Ball Lightning by Storm, followed by Electric Full Radiant, and not Radiant, Static Remnant, and well, that's just how powerful it is. Ball Lightning towards a foe costs you mana based on the distance it moves. Makes you invulnerable while you're doing it, which is very, very, very powerful. You can dodge certain projectile spells like Stormbolt from Sven if you time it right, Lich's ultimates. If I have to look, you can even dodge an arrow that way. Like, it's very powerful. Also, it deals damage based on the distance you've traveled and the AoE where you land. Meanwhile, I see Spectre getting ganked by a Fisher. Eat the tree to get out of the way. Very good response time there. Gank setting up in the middle. Actually, I don't think Tidehunter should go in here because Rasta's ward is still there and he peeks into check. I see something happening on top, but he's not touching. Lich actually going for Tidehunter. And he might actually die if his spell recharges it fast enough. Gotch goes down, Spectre comes in, trying to get a kill. Tidehunter manages to walk out, and Crystal Maiden comes in for the final kill. Which is not what I wanted to happen. Crystal Maiden should not have taken that kill, Spectre should have gotten that. Meanwhile, Storm Spirit does not get Earthshake, but manages to get Rasta, who gets power shotted down by Wind, because he got slowed by Overload on Storm. Very good arrow there. Yeah, very good power shot, I mean. If I look at team compositions, I would say the teams are pretty much even. Both of the teams have good hard carry, have some form of semi carry. Radiant do not really have a semi carry, but Windrunner can be a good DPS. Mid game. In terms of early game, I'd say the early and mid game would be for the Dire. They just have more of these nukers. Earthshaker, Shadow Shaman, Lich, MaNia. All four of these can solo kill as well as support and gank very effectively. Meanwhile, MaNia's trying to get this kill. He actually managed to get the kill. Tidehunter, probably an arrow coming in, or not. Tidehunter actually outrunning him fairly easily. Makes me think, does he have a boot? Gotch comes in, MaNia keeps poking. Then there's someone here. Yeah, Lich is here. There's no reason why MaNia would have been so aggressive as that's not. Starfall comes in, Lich throws Noah, and he cannot escape from that. It's something which is called map awareness. It's when someone in your lane suddenly starts going aggressive. That's a sign that something's wrong. You know, Storm Spirit uses Ball Lightning to get him. Electric Vortex, Shackle Shot followed up, keeps disable on Earthshaker, and he goes down by Windrunner's power shot. Very, very good gank there. Again, Storm Spirit's Ball Lightning, great initiation tool, can get you over trees, can get you over any obstacle. Meanwhile, Spectre gets destroyed by Rasta and Lich's ulti bounce between Spectre and the creep, while Rasta keeps Spectre in place. This is not what the Radiant wants. Their hard carry has died too many times, I think 3 times already. From the 6th death or 2. Not good. It's only 11 minutes. And meanwhile, Weaver did get got an assist and a kill, which is not really good. Mid rotated to bottom. Tidehunter now in trouble, gets destroyed immediately. Does not have the time to pop his ulti nor a gush. Spectre goes in, manages to finish off Rasa, who got killed by the tower, but they cannot chase anymore. They traded off. They got a revenge kill from on Rasta for Tidehunter, but still, well, actually, that was a good kill because Spectre got a kill. Hard carries should get the kills. Meanwhile, top lane, good Shackle Shot, man, probably saved him. MaNia meanwhile kills Crystal Maiden at the bottom lane, I presume. Actually, when Runner managed to escape by that good shot, so that is a powerful skill. If you manage to get here two heroes bind together, especially once the skill is level 4, you can stock two. You can disable 2 heroes for 4 seconds plus. That's just too powerful. It's hard to aim, yes, but like you saw here, if your enemy team does not watch out, they can get disabled for 4 seconds. That was a really nice power shot. Weaver meanwhile farming top, getting ganked by Storm Spirit as well as Tidehunter. Ball Lightning comes in and Weaver uses his Shukuchi to get out. Invisibility, they do not have any dust. Actually, Tidehunter does have dust, so I'm wondering why he did not pop it there. What Shukuchi does is it makes you invisible and gives you a maximum movement speed for a short period of time. I believe 4 seconds. Sorry about that. So 4 seconds, and any unit you pass through while in that stealth mode will take about 100 damage, depending on what level the skill is. Also, the cooldown gets reduced based on skill level. Meanwhile, bottom gets pushed by Rasa wards, I believe I saw. Not good. The Radiant are just losing tower by tower and already have 2 lanes down to the tier. Yeah, Shadow Shaman got the kill, so 2 lanes have down to the tier 3 tower now. Top lane surprisingly still has all the towers. They're going in on Silence actually goes on. There was a voodoo from Rasta actually preventing the initiation from Tidehunter, saving Weaver. They're going in again, trying to get him. Weaver, Shukuchi's, dust pops, Gush, Time Lapse is back, preventing dodge, Ravage, Storm goes in, actually grab him. Actually, Weaver still surviving this, goes invisible, and Lich's ulti bounces between, manages to kill. Crystal Maiden completely misses his ulti. That was a great gang there by the Radiant, but actually Weaver managed to survive all of that, all of those spells, which is very surprising. He has finished Hood, he has Power Treads on String. This is really not what I wanted. Weaver gets a double kill, kills Spectre. This really looks bad for the Radiant. I really wonder why, well, how Weaver managed to survive both Gush, both Storm Spirit coming in, both Crystal Maiden, and then both of Crystal Maiden spells, as well as a Shackle Shot and Power Shot from Windrunner. He managed to survive it. I did not see how it went a little bit too fast, even for me. Well, especially for me, since I did not manage to commentate on that. But really, if a Weaver can survive that much of a harassment in a team fight, and if the Radiant cannot get him down, there's really no chance for the Radiant to win this. Kill count 9 to 17. They're greatly ahead. Weaver has much better farm. Arrow completely misses. Okay. This is a weird shot. Catch goes on. Storm Spirit should try and initiate. Initiates on Storm Spirit. Gets an electric vortex off. Meanwhile, Rasta comes in. Mirana comes in. Crystal Maiden gets taken out. Tidehunter has to run. Has to get out. Lich keeps following. Spectre actually manages to come in. Lich misplaced, has to get out himself, but they cannot. They are not able to chase him. Storm Spirit actually wanting to go, has an illusion rune, can be decent, but he has to watch out, and actually bolts lightning out. Meanwhile, Spectre using his ulti. This is already the enemy team. Which one's the real one? The real one's actually still in the behind. Storm going in again. Trying to force him out, while Lich comes in, trying to kill Tidehunter, but has to run off again. And Power Shot actually finishes off Lich. Arrow misses. Mirana probably able to get in, and Tidehunter must run. Tidehunter, what are you doing? And Fisher actually lands on Tidehunter as well as Crystal Maiden. I'm not sure if he aimed for that. Storm Spirit Ball Lightning does not reach. That's probably will Ball Lightning up the ramp. Crystal Maiden comes in with low HP. Mirana actually pops his Crystal Maiden completely misplaced himself there. MaNia manages to pop a Starfall first, killing him off, probably because of the line of sight, making him able to see Crystal Maiden first. Fairly unlucky, it could have went either way, but MaNia, good play there, managed to kill and escape as well. Meanwhile, kill count 11 to 20. Not looking good for the Radiant team. MaNia really did a good job early game, trying to help out his Storm Spirit farming. I wouldn't say I wouldn't say anything is wrong with his playing. It's more that the opposing team had a better up lane as well as a better mid lane. A bottom lane was definitely for the Radiant, while the other two lanes were won by the Dire. And losing two lanes early on usually means you've lost, or you have to react to that. Radiant stick with their lane lineups, and that's probably not what they wanted to do. If you're losing on two lanes, you have to switch around. You have to move. You can't just stick there and keep losing the lanes. Keep getting underfarmed. The longer you wait by changing your lanes, the more and more at the disadvantage you will get. Meanwhile, all of the Radiant heroes are in their forest, running around. Rasta actually comes in with I believe that was a Blink Dagger, shackling Storm Spirit, and Storm dies before he can move. Rasta wards pop up. Tidehunter will be able to actually, MaNia ulti saves Rasta by going invisible. No dust pops off yet. See a dust in Tide's inventory. And actually, he went straight for Rasta, but gets saved by 3 heroes. He has no chance. Gets disabled, Rasta survives, and Tidehunter dies. And double kill for Shadow Shaman. It keeps looking worse and worse. Team fights, Radiant keep losing team fights one after another, mainly because they're just getting caught out at the wrong times. And the worst thing is, the Radiant have, even though they had a number advantage there, 4 against 3, they still lost 2 heroes and did not kill anyone there, which just proves that the ganking power of the Dire team is much higher. MaNia and Windrunner having a arrow archer fight. I mean, you should watch out though, because I have a feeling that there's someone in the forest waiting for them both. MaNia is not offensive for no reason. Shackle Shot actually does not hook anyone, has to run away. Storm Spirit died mid, as well as ball back in the game, or died top, I'm not sure. Meanwhile, Spectre gets killed by Eldritch at the middle. Again, not good. I'm going to call it that the Dire will win this. They're just outplaying. They're outplaying in terms of kills. They're playing in terms of carry farming. They're playing in terms of pushing. They killed 5 towers, and the Radiant killed 1. Really, only chance I see for the Radiant is if they manage to pull it to late game, where Spectre manages to farm up a Vanguard Portrait Radiant. But I've got a feeling at this time that Spectre has that, Weaver will have a Radiance as well as a Manta style, probably. Meanwhile, pushing top, Shadow Shaman, actually this is the real one. Shadow Shaman manages to pop Rasta Ward. Radiant team manages to kill him off. Weaver, meanwhile, diving in the tower, maybe killing, and actually Crystal Maiden successfully teleports to the tower that's 2 meters ahead of him. That was a weird choice. I thought he was teleporting to base, and I think he thought that as well. But he was in fact teleporting to the tower, who was standing a few a few meters away from him. I would have escaped otherwise. So another kill for the entire team, but also a kill for the Radiant team this time. Fair trade for Rasta for Crystal Maiden. But the Dire team just has too great of a head start.
Agreed.
Weaver, meanwhile, going off against Storm. Storm should, maybe if he pokes enough and then initiates with his electric vortex, can actually kill him fast enough. But if he does not kill him at that time, he will be out of mana. And one quick time lapse. Meanwhile, mid engage. Actually, Ravage goes off before Earthshaker can pop a stun. But actually, Shackle Shot managed to pull Lich and Mirana together. But Lich's ulti was already bouncing, killing off Tide, and that's all they wanted. Now they're going back. It kind of feels kind of weird because they saw them incoming because of the observer ward that's up the hill. I really doubt. Meanwhile, Mirana's ulti was used to initiate at the bottom lane, coming in under stealth. Spectre had no idea what was coming, even though there was an observer ward there. Mirana's ultimate gives a temporary invisibility to everyone in their team, allowing them to initiate a gank without being seen, as well as going out, as well as escaping. Very powerful tool indeed, if used at the right times. Rest Towers, meanwhile, just killing the tower. Earthshaker blinks in for the kill on Windrunner, while Rasta set up with his Shackle Shot. Earthshaker has to come out, gets hit by the tower, gets a small heal and manages to escape. Weaver, meanwhile, not diving in. He could have probably dived on Crystal Maiden, who got almost lost all of his HP in 2 hits. And the deny incoming from Crystal Maiden on the tower. That's fair enough. Earthshaker actually died by Spectre, who used his ulti, and while back in the game, meanwhile, Weaver just diving in. I think I saw a... Did I see a Radiance there already? I'm not sure. And Spectre did dive in for the kill with his ultimate, but paid his own life for that. Not worth it, in my view. Especially not since they have to defend now without their hard carry. Meanwhile, kill count 13 to 31. Electric Vortex pulls in Mirana. Mirana not able and does not leave, even though that some duration went off. Kind of weird. Quick, like I said, ball lightning, one of the best initiation tools. Storm is just such a fun hero to play, and yes, that's in fact a Radiance on Weaver. Meanwhile, Windrunner has no chance. Blink in from Earthshaker, and Weaver's insane DPS just finishes him off before the stun duration ended. This is the bottom ranks going down. There was absolutely no chance now for the Radiant Tide coming in with a Ravage. Manages to get all of the dire heroes, but actually has no chance. If your team doesn't follow up with your great initiation, and I'm not even sure if they can, there's no real use in doing that. It was a nice initiation though. He TP'd in on the building, followed it up with a Ravage. That's a good initiation. If you didn't have a Blink Dagger, that's another way of doing it. Well played for the Dire team, and they've deserved this win. I believe this is over, so I'm slightly going to round it off. The Dire team are going to clean up the Radiant base. I keep wanting to say Scourge and Sentinel. I have to refrain myself from doing so. So I'd like to thank all of you for watching this very first video. That's a nice Lich ultimate. Actually, Storm spamming his ultimate, trying to prevent it from bouncing between him, but does get a double kill. Anyway, I'd like to thank everyone again for watching this very first video. This was Tidehunter, played by MaNia and commentated by Tempest Gaming. I will be looking for a beta key, early beta access. Might be able to get it once I get some videos up, and I've heard from a few other commentators that if you show that you like Dota 2 and you really want to do something to promote it, Ice Rock is willing to give you a beta key for that, and this is one of the reasons why I want to continue with these videos, is because I want to be able to record some of the I'm blanking on the name, Dota TV in-game, because then I have control over the match and I can actually watch where the action is, instead of having to watch it from a player's perspective from a live stream like this one, which is fine. It's really fine because it gives you different insights on on the hero that is played, because you're really following the hero well, and you can really see from a pro player perspective. MaNia, great player, played for MIM since I believe 2006. Just has proven herself many times, and just I'm using his live streams mainly because he allows for good quality and does not play music in the background that could give me copyright infringement on YouTube, which is another thing. On that note, if any of you know some kind of music that's not copyrighted that I could play, send me a message or PM. Let me know if you have some of those music. If you want your own tracks to be played, maybe I can arrange that. I'm not sure. We'll see. Meanwhile, I think I said this 3 times already, but thank you all for watching again, and this looks like to be the end of this match. I'm probably gonna do another one. I'm trying to upload at least 2 or at least a video every 2 days. That is going to be my goal. And that was a MaNia by MaNia by Tidehunter. Great. Tidehunter by MaNia, and this was Tempest Gaming. Thank you all for watching for the 5th time or so, and see you next time.